Yeah, I don't ever remember feeling like this. But I'm out here in these YouTube streets. So I want you to get your fingers.
I don't know what you're doing.
I want you to
right
get
now,
your
but
mouse.
I want you to check me out.
And I want you to check me out.
Get ready to do this. It's the relationship rehab. Like, share, and subscribe. We coming at you live. So come on, let's take a ride. Then subscribe to United Guns of America. Just click that link and listen up to what I'm telling you. It's the relationship.
Click that link right now. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Brian Revin, and I just want y'all to subscribe to my channel. You know what I'm saying? I want you to let me know what you think. I'ma talk about some things, you can talk about some things, and we can do our thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's all about having a conversation, right? I mean, if we can't talk to each other, then, I mean, what are we really here for? I want y'all to be able to just come over to my channel, talk to me about what's going on with you, and I can tell you what's going on with me, and we can build some things. You know what I'm saying? That's all about growth, baby. So click that link, go ahead and swipe on your phone, whatever you gotta do. Share my content. It's just get me out here, baby. Cause we just talking, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I like doing what I'm doing because it's about the people. It's about us having a conversation with each other. It's about us discussing whatever needs to be discussed. And on these YouTube streets, this is the best place to do it, baby. Like, share, subscribe. That's right. Click the link. Click the link. Yeah. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's out here that's already subscribed. You know what I'm saying? Cause y'all ain't the first one, and y'all ain't the last one. So I just want to give a shout out to everybody that click the link, that click the share, and then subscribe to your boy. Cause we gon' blow this thing together, baby. Relationship rehabbing, United Guns of America. To the world, blow up, baby. Yeah. Click the link, baby. Click the link, baby. Yeah. Hey, I just want to send a shout out to all y'all. I love y'all. That's why I do this. It's for the love of us, baby. I appreciate all of y'all. Ooh, we gon' do this thing. We gon' do this thing right here, baby. Hey, look, if you at a computer right now, just go ahead and click your link. What else you got to lose, baby? Tell me what you think. Hit the comment section. You can jump on the live panel. We do it all here. That's what it's all about. So come holler at your boy. I've been doing this for years, but I just got onto this YouTube thing. So hey, let's see what it do and where it can go.
To United Guns of America. Just click the link and listen up to what I'm telling you. Oh, there we go. All right. I was down to the wire today. Yes, indeed. Man. Hey, look, I'm telling y'all like this. I'll be so glad when I get to the point where I got some producers on the show to where all I got to do is show the fuck up and be the talent. It's hard doing this shit the way I'm doing it. I can't keep doing this shit. All this preparation I got to do, getting ready and making sure the equipment is working and sound checking and testing and shit. Then I got to make sure my kids are straight. I got to get babies in the bed and argue and negotiate with my daughter and shit. It's crazy, man. God damn. It's insane doing what it is I do. But I know a change gonna come. Yes, it will. It's on the horizon. Pretty soon. What they say in church, soon and very soon. Yes, I'm telling you, I'm looking forward to it. Man, but I'm here and it's on once again. And actually, my hands are ashy and dry. Yeah, so while I'm getting this here lotion together, getting my hands and my arms together, we are gonna talk about I just wanted to talk real quick about a particular subject that's been going on in the news, and I almost did a show about it. But I changed my mind. And the topic that I wanted to talk about was Will and Jada Smith. Now, y'all know a while ago when uh Jada Pinkett with her slutty self went and had herself an affair and was fucking a young, depressed, emotionally distressed boy that just so happened to be her son's friend, and everybody was cool with it. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna say this. Even though she is a classic, and I mean classic like textbook, ain't shit bitch, she just so happens to have fucked a nigga that got a lot of money. And she was with this nigga, and this nigga is pretty much a simp. That's just what it is. And I understand everybody got their own dynamics in their relationship. However, there is a certain thing called respect. And when respect isn't paid, even though respect is due, I got a problem with that. I do. And I understand everybody's thing is their thing. I understand that people like to do what they do, and that's just how it is. I respect that. But my thing is this: the fact that this woman consistently, and I mean consistently, talks shit about this man, berates this man, or not necessarily berate, but emasculates this man. He must like it. I will say that. Will Smith must like this shit. And the fact that he got this woman that he's been with for 23, 24 years, whatever they got over 20 years together. I want to say it's about 25 years. And she just finds a way to just habitually overstep and go over the line and cross the line and be like, yes, I'm over here, motherfucker, crossing this line once again. And he's cool with it. It just goes to show, from me, the fact that there are so many of us who are used to and accustomed to having dysfunctional relationships. And I say that because Will Smith could potentially have just about any woman he wanted. Will Smith today at 50, what Will Smith got to be about 52 easy. 50 plus years old. If he was single, he would, without a shadow of a doubt, be not only one of the most eligible bachelors on the market today, but definitely probably the most premier eligible bachelor as far as black men are concerned. So not only would he be competing on a global stage, he would be just crushing it on an African American male stage. You can't find me, and I'll definitely be listening for and looking for any names in the chat, another black man that would be more of an eligible man than Will Smith. You just can't find it. And the fact that Will Smith is with such an ain't shit bitch, and I get it, because sometimes you just pick wrong. Sometimes you shake the dice and you crap out. But the fact that he is not only with this bitch, but insists on being Bob Vila with this old house and just go make him a fixer-upper, it's mind-boggling to me. Denzel Washington, okay, I'll take that. If Denzel got divorced from his wife, yep. How many more? Idris Elba. And here's my thing. When you look at Idris Elba, you look at Will Smith, and you look at Denzel Washington, is there really a big difference between the three? Really? When you just look at their overall accomplishments, is there really a difference between those three? Imagine you being one of the wives of those three men, and y'all sitting at the table arguing over who got the best man. Aside from talking about movies, what can you really say? LL Cool J ain't on Will Smith level. He just not. What up, King Cardell? Finally caught your live show, my man. But he's not on Will Smith level. He ain't no $20 million nigga. He just not. LL Cool J, now if it was a 90s hip-hop summer jam at MTV, LL would be the man. But on a world-renowned stage, nah. Mm-mm. He ain't up there, but he's up there now, but he ain't on their level. Yes. Mike Epps, no way. This nigga said Mike Epps. Boy, Mike Epps. Not Mike Epps. Mm-mm. But I'm just giving the example of just the type of eligibility this man is. I know, right, Jay? He said, boy, stop. If you gonna say Mike Epps, you might as well say DC Young Fly. Oh, you said DC Young Fly. You can say Carlos Miller. Chico Bean. I mean, shit, they doing better than Mike Epps right now today. I'm just saying. But it's just one of those things where just what he has and the way that he carries himself and he assists on being with this woman who I can just tell you. And here's my thing as to the type of woman that she is, and one of the reasons why I call her ain't shit bitch is because everybody knows that Jada Pinkett at the time was in love with Tupac. Tupac was her boo, was the one that got away, whatever. She would have never said that about Tupac. She would have never done the things that she's done if she was with Tupac. Never. So all that shit about her, well, she just evolved into a different woman. She just trying different stuff. Men do it all the time. That bitch would have never done what she's done to Will Smith if she was with Tupac. You take Tupac and turn Tupac into a 52-year-old man, and him and Jada married for 23 years. He wouldn't even have to be married to Jada. If him and Jada was just fucking for 23 years. Everybody just know that's Jada. Jada is Tupac bitch. If everybody just knew that, she would not have done what she did. That's all I'm saying. And the fact that she doing that shit with Will Smith, the thing about it is do what you do, because ain't nobody perfect. I get it. And you doing what you do, but you don't have to do that shit on center stage when you have such an influential and prominent husband. This dude is a fucking global icon. And the only thing that people say about you, aside from the movie Set It Off, Jason's Lyric, and Low Down Dirty Shame, which was probably her, them the only 3 movies she done been in, right? Oh, The Girls Trip. She did that. She done did like 4 movies. The fact that she did that shit, I get it. Kudos to you. You've done more than me. I can tell you that. You got your own show, The Red Table Talk. Kudos to you. Do your thing. But the fact that she has such a husband that has such an overshadowing career, period. Even you counting the movies that Will Smith did that were bombs. That were bombs. I mean, movies that sucked. Like, why the fuck did Will do that? You count those movies, and they are better than all the things she's been in, even when she was on A Different World. Tenfold. Check included. Tenfold better. But, right, see, I ain't even seen all of it. I honestly and truly, I don't even know how many screams there are, but I ain't seen them all. I ain't seen them all the way through. I just haven't. But whatever. The fact that is who your man is, there should be certain things that you should be respectful enough because of who he is to you, that you would not put y'all business out in the world like you did. Plain and simple. The fact that because here's my thing, and even when I did the show about this shit, nobody could refute the point I made about y'all talk about she a woman and men do this kind of shit all the time. Had a man fucked, had Will Smith fucked one of one of Willow's friends, motherfucking niggas would have lost their mind. If Will Smith was in a relationship with one of Willow's, his daughters, friends. And they was in an all-out entanglement, y'all niggas would have lost y'all mind. And you know why? Because you niggas lost your mind with R. Kelly. It's astounding to me how a woman can take advantage of a young man, and the fact that she's married to to this man, and the fact that this man that she decided to go and fuck was literally a mentally ill young man that was her son's friend. She decided to fuck this little nigga and fuck on this little nigga to the point to where that dude's career was getting fucked with, which is why he had to come forth and let the cat out the bag. But with all that being said, had the tables been just turned, motherfuckers would have lost their mind. And the fact that she keeps doing this shit, I ain't heard not one motherfucking woman come forth and say, Will Smith should leave her. Will Smith should leave her. Ain't nobody saying shit. They just giggling and sniggling why this whole shit is going on. But I can't be really mad because Will is rocking with this shit. He cool, so he must be cool with it to some degree. It may be certain aspects he don't like, but for the most part, he must be cool with it. Because he got fuck you money. He got hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. He got that kind of money. Well, even if she took half, Will gonna be all right. Bitch, I'm gonna do iRobot 2 and I'm gonna be winning. That's all he would have to say. My kids are grown. It is what it is. Hit the road, Jack. I want you and your motherfucking mama out my motherfucking house. Get the fuck out. And he got that kind of money. He do, like I said, iRobot 2, I Am Legend Part 2, and this nigga's back on top winning. But it is what it is. I just don't understand it. And that even takes me to the point, and I'll be done with my little intro, I guess. That even takes me to the fact of where, and this is so prominent with niggas in show business. All of these niggas that are fighting over and fucking on the same small group of hoes. I don't understand that. I don't understand. I have yet to been able to wrap my mind around that shit. Why these dudes do this. All of these dudes that's in the rap game, all of these dudes that's in that entertainment field, they all got this. It's like it's only 30 bitches that they rotate in and out every year. All right, guys, all of the black dudes that's in show business, here go y'all 30 girls that y'all get the fuck on, and y'all just do them 30, and that's it. Tweet about them, IG about them, whatever y'all gonna do what you do. I don't know, but it is what it is. I just wish that men, especially black men, would get off of that shit. Don't be, especially when you got fuck you money. Don't be with a motherfucker that's gonna embarrass you. Don't be with a motherfucker that's just insisting upon embarrassing you. Now, I understand shit happens sometimes, and hey, everybody got to make up their own mind, and the choice is always up to the person that's in the shit. But god damn, it's insane. It's just like that lady, like in y'all remember the movie Boogie Nights? You remember the dude that was the he was one of the photographers or one of the camera guys, and he was working with Burt Reynolds and them, and his wife, who was a porn star, she just kept fucking other dudes. She just insisted on being a whore. She insisted on it to the point to where when he married her hoping like, hey, can you at least chill with this shit? Just, come the fuck on. She was like, nope. To the point to where he went and he killed her, the nigga she was fucking, and then killed himself. Because he just couldn't take it no more. Just couldn't take it no more. He said Trey Songz and R. Kelly did a song called Same Girl. Actually, it wasn't Trey Songz. It was Usher Raymond. But song was still true. Same girl. Same girl. It's like, man, we have got to just elevate the game a little bit. Do better to some degree. Like, hey, look, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna do it better than that. I'm gonna do it better than the other nigga did it. Instead of seeing a nigga at the MTV Awards or seeing a nigga at the American Music Awards, seeing him with a bitch, be like, I'm gonna take her. Yeah, I'm gonna get his bitch. Like, nigga, the fact that all of these niggas that have been around with motherfucking Steve Harvey daughter, it's like, y'all niggas get not just money, y'all niggas got celebrity, y'all got influence, y'all got access to the best of the best. But all y'all want to just fuck with these bitches. I guess I digress. I just had to get that off my chest because I did not want to do a whole show about it. I just felt that it just needed to be said. Will Smith, wherever you are, man. Hey, man, the choice is yours. Whenever you want to get out, get out. Please. Show us all that you have the power to just do what Michael Jackson say. Look at the man in the mirror and just make a change, please. Your kids are grown, man. They ain't gonna suffer. All right, let's go ahead and let's get it cracking. I got a video for you guys and a story for you guys about two neighbors. Now, a lot of times we hear things and we hear stories about neighbors getting into it, neighbors that don't get along with each other. You have neighborly feuds. That happens. It's life. But at what point do you stop and say, hey, are we going to take it to the point to where somebody's going to die? Why is it that when we talk shit to people, and this is clearly what I saw, and I got another video about some neighbors too that got into it, but why is it that we have this thing to where we will continuously talk shit to people no matter what the stakes are and think that we are entitled to just go over and just force not only our opinions and our thoughts on somebody, but we're going to go over to their property to do it. Not only am I going to tell you about yourself, nigga, I'm going to come ring your motherfucking doorbell, stand on your front porch and tell you about yourself. When you get to the point to where you have to go back and forth, calling the police and all that extra shit, it's time for you to take a look at yourself to see just what it is and how important this conversation or this hill that you gonna choose to die on, how important it is. Because I see this thing where people get into it and they get into these arguments and they don't realize that, hey man, it ain't worth me dying over this. It's not worth me dying because me and this person, this neighbor, can't get along. You gotta stop and just say, hey, what is it really about? So without further ado, my favorite part of the show.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 USC 107.
Cash App thing over in this chat so I can put it on the United Guns of America. I mean, you already did it on UGOA, but oh, never mind. I see it. Before I even got the ads. Appreciate you. There you go. All right, cool. We are ready to rock and roll. Thank you. So first, I'm going to read to you the story, and then we shall watch the video. Springfield man accused of killing neighbor found guilty of first-degree murder. Fairfax County, Virginia. The case of Springfield man accused of killing his neighbor is now closed after a jury found him guilty of first-degree murder. Michael Hetley, a former NASA. So that means that this motherfucker has some kind of education and intelligence. The motherfucker worked for NASA. Right? Okay. Was hoping to convince the courtroom that he shot a Maryland National Guardsman. This is another man who got shot and killed. This person was a National Guardsman. This person he was trained tactically and had some type of military training. Okay? All right. killed a National Guardsman in self-defense. However, the jury decided to charge him with first-degree murder and use of a firearm in commission of a felony. 6 months before the deadly shooting, 24-year-old Javon Prather, who was the National Guardsman, came to be seen in new video evidence obtained by Fox 5 driving by Hetley's home, cursing at him. Police arrived later on and Prather shouts at officers from his front door. All right. In March 2020, when the shooting took place, video shows Prather walk over to Hetley's home. The defendant claims his neighbor was banging on the door so violently it swung open. Hetley's or is it Hetley's or Hetl's? I don't know. I'm gonna say Hetley's. I'm gonna say Hetl's. Yeah, or Hetley. I'm gonna say Hetley. Hetley's own Ring doorbell shows him coming outside with no words and a burst of gunfire. 7 shots went off in 6 seconds. 4 shots at point blank range, 2 in the back as Prather tumbles down the stairs, and a final shot as Prather lays in the driveway. So that means he came through the door waving the fofo, and all Prather said was, "Papa, don't hit me no more." He came in that motherfucker, shot 7 shots, 4 at point blank range. That means right here, like we right here. Then 2 in the back as this motherfucker tried to get away. And then a final shot standing over this motherfucker and gave him that one to the dome or some shit like that to finish him off. So he literally like killed him, like dead. But Hetley proceeds to yell at Prather's wife as she tries to find out what happened before dragging her dying husband to their yard. Hetley claims he shot and killed Prather because he was worried for his family's safety by somebody banging on the door. I get it. But here's my thing. Let's go ahead and let's see what happened, and you guys tell me what y'all think. Y'all tucked in? Yes. Here we go.
Developing story out of Northern Virginia where a man is facing multiple charges this morning after a deadly shooting in Springfield. 52-year-old Michael Heddle is accused of shooting and killing 24-year-old Javon Prather. This happened yesterday in a townhome complex on Bedstraw Court. An investigation is underway into determining what led to that shooting.
Yeah, our officers are on scene, canvassing the neighborhood, speaking to witnesses, and trying to, work through their investigation.
Investigators say the victim and the suspect knew each other. Heddle is being held without bond.
Montgomery County.
So that's what happened when this is when it first went down. Now, this is going to show you the good stuff. Yeah, boy. Why is that not playing? I don't know. I don't know what you come to do. There we go. No, it's not doing anything. Oh, what is the matter with you? Oh, I bet you this is one of those older videos. Hold on. Damn it. This is one of the older ones that I downloaded, but I got it figured out. I can fix it because I'm cold like that. I'm cold. And
well, we have something that is just.
All right, hold up. Wait. To my niggas who be thinking we soft, we gon' take. We gon' rock it till the wheels fall off. I don't know why that shit did that though. Yeah, it's still doing it. Let's remove that and we'll add it back and see what it does. That is so weird that shit is doing that.
Well, we have something that is just breaking this evening. A verdict in the case of a former NASA worker charged with killing his neighbor who was a National Guardsman. We'll have the details, plus show you the video prosecutors used in court right after this Fox 5 breakthrough.
Yeah.
He shot a Maryland National Guardsman, former NASA employee. The case of a Springfield man accused of killing his neighbor is now closed. The former NASA employee was hoping to convince the courtroom he shot a Maryland National Guardsman in self-defense, but they decided otherwise.
Sierra Fox is live in Fairfax County, Virginia tonight with the verdict. And Sierra, what are you finding out?
Good evening. Jury deliberations started around 10 o'clock this morning here behind me at the Fairfax County Courthouse in a sealed courtroom and ended around 4:30 this evening. The 12 jurors found Michael Hetley guilty of first-degree murder and use of a firearm in commission of a felony. Today, I was able to get my hands on new video evidence that shows the ongoing brewing tensions between these two neighbors that lasted for years. We want to warn you, it may be difficult to watch.
You're such a bitch.
That was 6 months before the murder. 24-year-old.
He's such a bitch. Talking shit. I get it.
Javon Prather is seen driving by 54-year-old Michael Hetley's home, cursing at him. Later, police arrive and Prather shouts at officers from his front door. Now let's fast forward to March 2020, the day of the deadly shooting. You can see Prather walk over to Hetley's home. The defendant claims his neighbor was banging on his door so.
And this is where shit for me, because I'm gonna say this. Let me get this out the way right now. The dude who did this, he definitely committed first-degree murder. Nigga, you open the door and just get to blasting. Motherfucker, you had the intent on killing that motherfucker. There was no, I was afraid. There was no warning. There was no, hey, help. There was no. He was like, nah, I'm tired of this nigga. I'm about to shoot this motherfucker. My thing is this, though. This man being a National Guardsman, this man having military training, this is not your average dude. Why the fuck do you think you gonna just go over to somebody's house? Somebody who should know the law. If you got a problem with this man, call the police. Why the fuck do you think it's cool to just go and start banging on a nigga's fucking door so you can get him told? That's that female bitch shit. A motherfucker come over to my house banging on my door, I'm answering the door with my gun first and foremost anyway. I don't give a fuck if it's Girl Scout cookie seller representative. I'm coming to the door like, bitch, what the fuck you want? And I hope you got some Thin Mints. That's what the fuck I'm saying. That's what's on my mind. I got a Ring doorbell. If I look on the Ring doorbell and I see some little Girl Scout cookie banging on my door, I'm checking her ass and I'm gonna have my gun. And that little bitch better have some fucking Thin Mints. That's all I'm saying. But who the fuck are you to where y'all think that this shit is okay? Where you can just go bang on a motherfucker's door to tell them what the fuck time it is. This shit is amazing to me at what people think that it's okay to do. I saw a video of some white chick at a fucking shopping mall in a parking lot, and she's telling a dude, she's in her car, and she parked fucked up on the damn in the parking lot line. She didn't cross the line, but she was close as hell to the line. This dude in a big ass fucking pickup truck, I don't know if he's fucking with her or whatever the case may be, him and his buddy, they're parked close as hell to their line. So this bitch literally cannot get in her car from the driver's side. So she has to get in from the passenger side. She's going back and forth with this motherfucker, banging on his car, hitting his car with a shopping cart. Move your car, move your car, move your car, move your car, move your car. She then goes to her trunk or the back seat of her car or the trunk or something. She pulls out some of that spray paint. You know when people spray paint their cars for like they favorite high school kids, a homecoming team, a game or some shit like that, and they spray on there like, go Panthers or some shit like that. She sprays their car with that shit. Now, yes, the shit washes off, but bitch, who do you think you are where you could just go and just fuck with somebody's property? It's insane that the fact that the audacity that people have nowadays. And I'm saying like this, should dude die for going to bang on his door? No. But, nigga, you should know better than to go over on somebody else's property to get them told. You want to stand on your front porch and talk cash shit? I get it. You want to stand out on the sidewalk and talk cash shit? That's public property. I get it. But you going to bang on somebody's door? You like to get dealt with by me. I would not have went to the door and shot that motherfucker. I would have maybe, if it had escalated, I would have shot him. But motherfucker, who is you? I don't care if you don't like what the fuck I'm doing next door. If my music too loud, I got my Tupac bumping, nigga. So what, nigga? You don't like the smell of my barbecue ribs and my Bobby Womack playing in my backyard? Nigga, so what, nigga? You don't like the fact that I'm lifting weights in my front lawn, nigga? Like I'm in California in Watts or some shit like that? Nigga, so what? Don't bring your ass on my property talking shit. That should just be common knowledge. You got a beef, your dog is in my yard. Your cat pissing on my flowers. Your bird is flying from your window to my window. All right, fine. If you gonna go have a conversation, then you need to be hat in hand and be civil, motherfucker. Your ass needs to be over there like this. Good evening, sir. I've spoken to your punk ass several times about the fuck shit your dog keep doing in my yard. Can you please stop having your dog shit in my yard? I ain't gonna go over to nobody's house and be banging on their fucking door. Fuck, who the fuck am I? Shit is insane. But look at what this nigga did.
Violently is swung open. Hetley's own Ring doorbell camera shows him coming outside with no words in just a burst of gunfire. 7 shots went off in 6 seconds. 4 shots at point-blank range, 2 in the back as Prather tumbles down the stairs, and the last shot as Prather lays helpless in the driveway. Now listen to what Hetley yells at Prather's wife as she tries to find out what happened before dragging her dying husband to their yard.
You wanted to?
You wanted to, bitch?
You better.
He said you better.
You get the out of here.
You get the fuck out of here. Do you see how she's still like talking crazy? I'd have shut the fuck up and been gone. Right, CJ Gunn said he had to vent. Yeah, that nigga had to vent and he got vented. He got vented easily. But my thing is this. Here's my other point. You never, and I keep telling people this, you never know what people are going through. All this COVID shit aside, all this shelter in place aside, all of this cooped up in the house and having cabin fever, because this shit happened back in March of 2020, March of last year. All that shit aside, you never know what other pressures and issues people are dealing with. You don't know how close a motherfucker is to the edge. So don't push them. Because some people are literally trying not to lose their head. It's like a jungle sometimes. It even makes me wonder how I keep from going under. Just saying. You really have to think about what people may or may not be going through. I see Amanda and Kamikaze called it. You really got to understand and take into account, I might be dealing with a crazy motherfucker. I might be dealing with a motherfucker who's on the edge and at the point of just saying, who's one more doorbell ring away, who's one more argument away from saying, fuck it. You never know where someone is at in their life. So treat everyone as if they are at the edge, as if they are at the end of their rope. Because you don't know what the fuck is going on in somebody's life, and you might be the straw that breaks the camel back, and you get 4 to your front, 2 to your back, and 1 in your head. A 7-piece nugget. Nigga went and ordered 7 nuggets and got them all. Can I get a 7-piece nugget? Pow, 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 pow. Pow, pow. Pow. I'm on my way there too, Amanda. But you gotta realize that. Take that shit into account. Take that shit into account, because the thing is, when you've gone too far, and when you push that motherfucker to their breaking point, that's it. You better be ready to throw down and go all out and be ready to kill a motherfucker, because that's more than likely in today's world what's coming for you. Death is on the way. Death is coming down the death is sliding towards your ass like Fred Flintstone when he just got off work, sliding down that motherfucking brontosaurus back. Yabba dabba doo. Just saying. And I'm telling you, when you have shit like this going on back and forth for some time, months and months and months, you know who's one of the main shit stirrers in the pot? One of the main people that's egging shit on? Women. Women. I guarantee you that bitch of his was one of the main ones putting the jumper cables on him, putting the battery in his back, talking cash shit to all the other little neighbors about all the shit they dealing with this nigga. And that white boy said, fuck y'all. That's why he went and he told that bitch, get your ass back. Oh, you want some too? You saw that bitch, she hit him with that motherfucking Red Daddy shit from Friday. No. Meanwhile, Red is gone. But you see when it came to her, you want some too, old man? No. Boy, get on up. You messing with people around here. Yep, thank you, Mellow Soldier. It's just like the couple with the snow shoveling. Y'all talking shit. That bitch with her husband talking cash shit. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Nigga, what you gonna do? Nigga goes in the house and get a gun. What does the white boy do? Still talk shit. What you gonna do with that? Five. Oh, help, please, Lord, please, Jesus, help me. Call the police. Now you turn into an old slave woman. Once a motherfucker get hit with that motherfucking lead, I keep telling him, the craziest of motherfuckers will sober the fuck up when that iron get heated up and hit their motherfucking body. Soon as that lead pierce your motherfucking skin and get through that epidermis and get all up inside, start fucking around with that white meat in them organs, now you sober and you want help. Now you want to call the authorities. Nigga like, you ain't shit, you punk motherfucker. Fuck you, bitch. Bitch, I'll beat your motherfucking ass, you whole ass motherfucker, racist ass white boy. Fuck you, nigga. Foul. Can someone please call the authorities? I've just been assaulted. I could possibly perish, and I don't want to die today. Today is not a good day to die, sir. Please call the authorities. Now you got some sense. Now you got some sense. It takes lead being thrown at you at a high velocity to where it pierces the epidermis to where you now will say, let's be civil. And ain't that about a bitch? Once a motherfucker gets shot, now they want to be civil. Please, sir. Please, sir. I know you have some Grey Poupon, but would you happen to have some gauze? Would you happen to have a bit of quick clot, sir? Pardon me, sir. I know that you have some Grey Poupon, but would you, just by chance, happen to have some compression gauze, sir? I have a gunshot wound that I would like to close up and apply pressure to immediately. Right. Good day, governor. Would you happen to have any iodine? I would like to cleanse my wound. It's like, Jesus Christ. This shit is ridiculous that a motherfucker think that this shit is the thing. At what point do you think that this is the thing to do? Not only am I going to talk shit from my porch. Now, if you want to do that, it's America, Jack. Say what the fuck you want. But no, I'm going to go bang on this motherfucker's door. Right, I got you, Larry. Nigga go bang on the door. Next thing you know, someone please call 911. That's my man Larry Scott. Next thing you know, wife come outside and she's like, That's it. It's just like that. Next thing you know, this nigga's on his way. The upper room with Jesus. That's it. Totally unavoidable. I mean, totally could have been avoided. Totally unnecessary to do all of that shit. Because my thing is, and here's the point to this. Yeah, you got beef. Yeah, he done pissed you off. But what does banging on this motherfucker's door get you? Tell me a time when a motherfucking neighbor done went over to his other neighbor's house, to a neighbor's house, banged on the motherfucking door to tell a motherfucker what time it is and got what they wanted. Tell me when. I'll wait. I will wait. When was the last time a motherfucker said that shit? Or, I mean, not said it, but did it. I'm going to go bang on this motherfucking door. I'm going to go motherfucking knock this motherfucking door down and tell this motherfucker what the fuck is going on because I'm tired of this shit. He done did this shit for the last time, and it worked out. It's ridiculous. But he told that bitch, you want some more of this, bitch? You want some of this? You know what that bitch did? She didn't get tough, did she? Nope. All that shit that motherfucker was, she was probably talking, telling her husband to go on over there and tell him what time, because she's tired of him. She backed her ass up.
No, get out! Get away! Get away!
Look.
Get away!
Once she saw that motherfucker hitting them steps, what that bitch do?
Get away!
Look, watch what happens when he hit the
Get away!
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Get out! No, get out! Get away!
Look, as soon as he started making his way down them steps, that bitch was in lockstep with that motherfucker. Straight ludicrous. When I move, you move. Just like that. When I move, you move. Just like that. When I move, you move. Just like that.
Get away! Get away!
Look.
Get away! Get away! Get away! Get away! I am!
Drug that nigga over to his lawn to die. He probably already dead. He's already dead. Already dead. Over what? Some words that was said. The fuck out of here. Shit's ridiculous, man. But people would do this shit all the time. And that's one of the main reasons why I did this. Stop going over to people's property thinking you gonna tell them what the fuck is going on. If you going over to a person's property, you need to be one of the most humble and most respectful motherfuckers there is. Because even though this dude is going to jail, you going to jail now, even though he was found guilty, he's still dead. Guilty don't be dead. It just don't. It just don't. Being judged by 12, carried by 6, it'll never win. I'd rather be judged by 12 than carried by 6 any day of the fucking week. Any day of the week. Judge me by 12. If I gotta go sit down, fine. But I'm not gonna be carried by 6. Not this way. I'm sorry. Let me die let me die fucking. I don't want to die this way. Not with no 7 shots. 4 in the front, 2 in the back, and 1 in the fucking whatever. I don't want to die that way. Especially over something this I guarantee you what the fuck these niggas been arguing over is been some old property shit. His dog was over there. He pulled up in my grass. It's always stupid shit. A cat was in my yard. Man, let that shit go. You tired of a motherfucker cat being in your yard? Put some poisoning in your yard. Just saying. You poisoned your... Hey, man, your cat was over in my yard. What the fuck he doing over here? I got a fence up. Well, he was just exploring. Well, I don't want nobody exploring on my shit. Shit is crazy. Exactly. And that's the thing too, Lewis. I wonder what she's thinking as she is dragging her dead husband into the lawn, into the yard. Because she couldn't drag the motherfucker back into the house. She ain't that strong. And she's dragging her shot the fuck up husband back over to their lawn as he's either taking or is taking his final breaths. I wonder if she thought, was it worth it? I wonder if it ever dawned on her to say, maybe I could have just sucked his dick and kept him in the house. Maybe before I let him go outside to go tell this NASA motherfucking fat bastard what the fuck time it is, maybe I should have just fucked him and calmed him down and we could have just Netflixed and chilled. Maybe I could have just, just gave him some pussy and had him go get me some Cold Stone ice cream. Cake batter with Reese Cup and Oreo cookies. Yeah. Just maybe. I wish women would have that first mind as opposed to trying to kick some shit off. Tell a nigga before he go slap a motherfucker, honey, let me just suck your dick and then we'll talk about it. How about that as a tactic? If you really gave a shit, the next time a nigga ready to go fuck somebody up, tell somebody off, tell a motherfucker what time it is, say, look, honey, let me just bend over and let you get this good nut off. Hey. And then we'll talk about it. If you're still upset after you bend me over, then hey. Then she's done her duty. Let that motherfucker be telling the story like, look, I sucked my husband's cock, and after he came, he was still upset, and he went to go tell Mr. Swanson what the fuck he was really upset about, and they got to fighting, and they got shot, and that was it. And he shot him. Just saying. Try that out. I know a lot of times women don't know what to do. I know a lot of times women don't know how to handle situations like that. Let me give you some advice, ladies. When your man is ready to go the fuck off on somebody, give him some pussy. Give him some head. Offer him sex before he goes to do anything. Say, hey, honey, I'm not trying to stop you, but before you go, can you just give me a quickie? Just do that, and we'll talk about it and see how you feel after that. Before you go bust your gun, why don't you bust a nut, and then we can talk about what's happening. I'm upset too, but it is my wifely duty to offer up my ass before I let you go kick somebody's ass. Just do that. Next time your man is pissed the fuck off, he mad at a motherfucker at work, a motherfucker got his order wrong at the drive-thru, before he go back in and jap out, say, wait, honey, let me suck your cock right here, and then if you still feel upset, then you can go ahead and kick everybody's ass. Bust a nut before you bust a gun. That's it. That's a good philosophy. Ladies, you just learned something tonight. You want to save a life, suck a dick. You want to save your husband's life or your man's life, Bend over and give him some ass real quick. That 3 minutes of just taking a quick pounding will save somebody's life and even your life. Huh? Just think about the couple that was out shoveling the snow. If she would have just said, you know what, honey, this son's a bitch probably is going to go get a gun. Let's just go in the house and let's just fuck real quick, and then we'll address the situation if it goes further than that. That's it. Do your wifely duty. Do what's best for the greater good of the whole. Right. Community cocksucking matters. You're helping the community. You're helping the environment. You're making the world a better place. Make a better place for you and for me. Suck the dick you live with. Fuck the dick you live with. Bust a nut and make it a better place for you and for me and the entire human race. There are people dying because no cocks are getting sucked. So make a better place for you and for me. Suck the dick you live with. Fuck the dick you live with. You and for me. That's the drink talking right there. That's the drink talking. It got to be. I'm just saying. I'm trying to save lives. I'm trying to make the world a safer place. I'm trying to do this for the community. That's all I'm trying to do. Damn. All right. With that being said, my final thought is this. Always consider the worst case scenario. For those of you that are on whichever side of this door that you could have been on. Because I know there are people that have had conversations that have been similar to this or worse, or scenarios that are similar to this or worse. You either seen it on your block or you may have well been a party to it. Whichever side of this door that you're on, think about where somebody's mind is and what the worst situation can be before you go all out just to get a motherfucker told, just to tell a motherfucker what time it is, just because you've had enough of this bull malarkey. I understand that we all have our limits. I understand that we all have our breaking points. But we have to realize what it is that we're arguing about and what we're arguing for, and what is it that we're really willing to die over. Are you going to die over a trash can being moved? Are you going to die over a parking space that you think is yours, but it's in front of your house? Because it's in front of your house, it's your space. Fuck the fact that it's city property. Fuck the fact that it's public property. Are you really willing to die over your parking space in front of your house, your trash cans being moved or turned over by the dog or whatever the fuck, or somebody blocking part of your driveway? It's never that serious, man. I think about the time when I had one of my neighbors, one of my boys, and we cooler than a motherfucker too. Shout out to my nigga Anthony D. Monk. I got niggas over at my crib. We kicking it. It's Friday. We partying and we just chilling and shit, playing Madden, talking shit, eating pizza and all that shit. This nigga decides to come to ring my doorbell because he want to tell people that have come over to my house that the fact that they taking up spots on the block and they need to park further down on the block because they taking up the spots that's in front of his house. And this was like the second or third time he did this shit. To the point where I got so pissed off, I went to the door with my pistol. Like, dude, I'm like, who the fuck at the door? They like, man, some dude saying we need to move our car. I said, what? Nigga, not on my block. What the fuck you talking about? I goes, dude, it's my neighbor. I'm talking about nigga that been, it was stupid as hell, but This is a nigga that done been, motherfucker. I know this nigga since I was a fucking kid. Niggas been on the block since day one, nigga. I've been on that block since I was like 2 or 3 years old. And been knowing this nigga all this time. Nigga, what is you on? You gonna go tell them, my people, that they gotta move their car? The fuck? And nigga like, man, you coming to the door with a gun? Yes, nigga, because you obviously crazy if you think that I gotta tell my people to move from parking on the street because you gotta park. Nigga, that's insane. I've never thought that. I've been, and I'm telling you, on the block, I've had to park down the street. Hey man, shit, motherfuckers partying. I get it, having a good time. Even when we was over on Princeton, we had the motherfucking car, the corner. We had the one on the corner lot. And there was an old man who used to throw he used to throw a party every year. And I'm talking about he'd have at least 100 to 150 people at his party. So it would be cars all up and down the street. Hey man, what I'm gonna do? Here's what it is. We partying. Let the nigga party. I'm not gonna go down the street to that nigga house. Hey man, your people need to move their motherfucking car. It's like, nigga, I'd expect the nigga to come to the door with a pistol too. Fuck you gonna tell me I gotta move my shit. But it's like, at what point do we just say it's not worth it? Let me just take my ass in the house. Or do this. Go in the house and say, honey, I'm about to go kill this fucking neighbor. And you know what she's gonna say? Well, wait, babe, before you do it, just let me suck your cock. Just bend me over real quick before you go down the street and talk to Mr. Jones. Do your wifely duty and you could just save a life. That's all I'm saying. So with that being said, I want to thank everybody for joining the show. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Please click the like button. Please click the subscribe button. And if you got any questions or anything like that, thank you. Shout out to my man Lancelot who just hit your boy with $1. I appreciate it. Hit me up with $2. Thank you, sir. You can definitely hit me up on the Cash App and on the PayPal. Let me see if anybody hit me on the Cash App over here, because I definitely have my phone off. Yep, my man Mike Gibson hit your boy with $5. Appreciate you, sir. And Mr. Mike Sims hit your boy with $10. Thank you. Appreciate it. And who else? Kyler Jackson hit your boy with $1. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. To everybody that's donated, I appreciate you guys so much. You guys could have been anywhere else in the world, but you chose to be here with me, and I appreciate that. Also, if you got any questions, please leave them in the comments section. Oh, shout out to my man Deluxe 24/7. Hit your boy with $20. Appreciate you. That's what's up on the PayPal side of the game. Hey, the PayPal is all right. It is my pal. I don't mind the PayPal at all. Yeah, buddy. Also, Glenda hit your boy with $10 as well. Thank you so much, Glenda. Hit your boy up. That's what's up. Thank y'all so much. I really do appreciate it. You guys don't have to do that, but you do. And I definitely thank you. I thank you. And I thank you. But I will also say this. I know that I think it was Kingdom Minded asked me to look at the M400, the 6-hour AR-15. And I did. And I remember I had seen it before. And she asked, was it a good gun? I think she said her son or somebody just got it. Well, if you're watching Kingdom Minded, let me give you my thoughts on the gun. Number one, the gun is like right at $1,000. And my thing is this. If you're going to spend $1,000 on an AR-15, you might as well spend $1,500 and get you a more of a premium rifle. $500, I know it's a little bit more money, but most of the time it's worth it. So I would definitely say you should have maybe considered that. I wish you would have asked me before you bought it, because I would have told you to wait and get a little bit more of a better gun, of a better rifle. Reason why I say that is this. If you're going to buy a cheap AR-15, go ahead and get you one of them $500-$600. Well, you know what? I ain't bought an AR in a while, so I don't know if the price then went up on them. And maybe I do need to check that. I'm not sure what the introductory level price for a Smith & Wesson AR-15 is now. At one point, it was like $400, almost $500. They had a cheap one for the whatchamacallit, what's the other one? The Saint. The Springfield Saint was like an introductory rifle, and that was like around $500 or something like that when that had first came out. So Smith & Wesson and that Saint or something like that, good firearm companies, good brand, but like I said, that introductory price is right around $500, $600, fine. However, here's my philosophy with buying an AR-15. Most people, when you buy an AR-15, you buy the cheapest one, you usually are going to add shit to it. The same is like $900 now. Well, damn. So I guess the introductory rifle is about $1,000. So good purchase. I can't knock it. But let me break down my philosophy real quick. Most people will buy an AR-15. You buy a $500 AR-15 or $600 AR-15, and then you wind up putting $1,000 worth of shit into it over the next 2 years. You change out the barrel. You change out the trigger group. Get you a Geisley trigger and all that shit. You change out your buttstock. You add rails to it. You add a hand guard to it. You do all of this extra shit to it, and what you wind up doing is that $500-$600 rifle that you started out with, it's now worth about $1,900, $1,700, $1,600. You've put damn near double or sometimes some point over that into the rifle. So I don't agree with that. I would rather buy, if I'm gonna buy a $600 rifle, I'll buy that $600 rifle, get maybe an optic that I'm gonna put on it, and that's it. I'm not gonna go and change out all of the parts on it. If I'm gonna build me an AR-15, I'm gonna build it with the best parts available because it's gonna be my rifle. So me buying that and say, if you're gonna save money by building it yourself, that's cool as long as you're using quality parts, fine. But don't get a $500 or $600 rifle and put $1,200 worth of shit into it. It makes no sense to do that because you can just go ahead and buy a $1,800 rifle. I would rather, as opposed to me buying all this extra shit, putting all this extra shit in there, I would rather just get me a Daniel Defense rifle and be done with it. I would rather just get me a Barrett AR-15 style rifle or a Barrett Rec 7 or something like that and be done with it. Yeah, you're going to spend that money up front, but it's all everything that you want is already in there. I've added quite a few little trinkets and shit like that to my rifle, but I did that with the intentions of knowing what I was using it for. My rifle has a lot of purpose to it because I didn't want to have 3 or 4 AR-15s. I wanted to have one AR-15 that could do everything I needed to do and anything I needed to go beyond that as far as like distance wise. That's what I'm wanting to do with my 6.5 Creedmoor whenever I get that. But that's going to be another large purchase. So that's my philosophy with it. I don't have time to dick around with all of these different upgrades and buying pieces and parts and putting shit together. I would rather get a good base, a good foundation, and then building it from there. If I need to add like an optic or a scope or something like adding that kind of stuff, that's inevitable. You're going to have to add an optic. But doing all the extras that people sometimes do, right, a SMP 15, the S&W MP 15 is $700 now, right? So it's a $200 increase. So it's like buying something like that and then putting $1,000 worth of shit into it. I got a new charging handle. I got a new barrel. I got a new, all of that shit. It's pointless. It's pointless to me. It's a waste of money and you're wasting time. So I would rather just get the rifle that I want that's going to have all of the shit in it and go from there and just maybe have to add an optic or something like that because there's so much other shit you're going to buy. Magazines, grips, all that kind of shit. You're going to buy all that shit anyway. But the good thing about that is a lot of that shit is interchangeable. You can put it on different guns. But that's just my 2 cents. So that 6 hour, that M400, that's a good rifle. Like I said, 6 hours is been a pretty good gun manufacturer. Their handguns are off the fucking chain. They make incredible firearms when it comes to handguns. But I would say this: if he's gonna just pay that $1,000 and just stay there, and that's where he's gonna live, he's gonna get an aim point or something like that, put that optic on there, or get a Romeo, put it on there, and be done. Great purchase. If he's gonna get into the I'm gonna add this and switch this out and change this and add this, and you already added $1,000, you're gonna be at $1,500-$1,600 before it's all said and done anyway, minimum. Which could have just been that top of the line rifle that you really wanted and could have just waited a little while longer and got. So that's it. That's all I had to say about that. So if you got any other questions though about these rifles, about the M400 or whatever the case may be, let me know. And I'll give you my advice. Like I said, it's to each his own. Do what you want to do essentially, but I just want to try to give people as much information as they possibly can in my point of view, and you take from it what you want and go from there. So It is what it is. So thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. And if you guys got any questions or anything like that, and you still want to donate, shout out to let's see. Oh, that was the same person. If anybody else want to donate or anything like that, please do so. Other than that, thank you guys so much. Y'all have a good night. Peace. And I'm out. What's going on, everybody out there in the internet world? It's me, Brian Redmond, also known as the Relationship Rehab. And I need you. Hold up. JC, I'm going to answer your question because I give a shit. JC said, I have a rifle. I have an AR pistol. Do I need a regular rifle? He said, and a regular, wait. No, I think it's, all right, let me try to make sense out of this. Because I ain't going to, as Tommy was saying, I ain't going to let English whoop my ass too. He says, I have an AR pistol. Do I need a regular AR rifle or stick to the AR pistol? Here's my thing about an AR pistol and an AR and a standard size rifle. I'm not a big fan of the AR pistol because it's for extreme close quarters, but it doesn't give you any of the benefits of medium range. I like a short to medium range type of rifle. You know, when you're talking about just having something in your house, it's your only or your primary weapon, and it's an AR pistol. I get it. 30 round magazine, and you can definitely defend your home with that. I definitely get that. However, when it talks about, when I look at a rifle and my philosophy with a rifle, I want to do more than just this much when I can actually do that much with it, just by getting a little bit different size and looking at those kind of things. So would I buy an AR pistol? No, because I have a short barrel rifle. If I did not have a short barrel rifle and I just had a standard 16 or 18-inch barrel rifle, then I might get an AR pistol or just swap out my upper. But that's going to depend on you. If you're very confident and you like your AR pistol, go ahead and do what you do, jump out the window. That's what it is. However, when it comes to me, I'm thinking about the usage of that gun, and me having an AR pistol in my house. Number one, I need to have a suppressor on it. Because if I got that AR pistol in my house and I shoot that motherfucker in that house, that shit's going to be deafening. The sound was going to be deafening. So I would want to have a suppressor on it. Getting a good suppressor on an AR pistol is going to stretch your pistol out to just about being at an SBR anyway. So that's why I got an SBR instead of an AR pistol. Because I was like, well, damn, once I put this can on the front of this motherfucker, it's going to be damn near the length of an AR, of a short barrel rifle anyway. So let me go ahead and do the tax stamp, get the AR, the SBR, and then I have a little bit more versatility. I can stretch out further with that. So whether I'm at home protecting my house, or if I'm out in the woods hunting or some shit, or you know, I'm out whitewater rafting or walking a trail or some shit, and I wind up stumbling upon trying to get to entry, and I stumble upon some motherfucking rednecks up in the woods talking about this, he ain't entry. I ain't got to worry about being ridden like no hog. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So when you talking about that kind of thing and having that, it's a give and take. You lose a lot, in my opinion, having an AR pistol. Yes, I can definitely address over penetration regarding that AR pistol and the standard AR-15. So the velocity of an AR pistol or an AR-15 you're definitely going to get is going through drywall, plain and simple. Right, or a bear, exactly. It's definitely going through drywall. So you're talking about going through drywall, hitting your neighbor, hitting somebody else, a loved one in another room, which is why the type of ammo that I carry in my AR pistol is a hollow point, because I want that shit to flatten and to expand, as opposed to like over penetrate and go through 5 or 6 walls, having green tips in the motherfucker like this. Having a green tip like that. Let me see if you can see it. There you go. Having a green tip like that, this is going to go through several walls. This is why this particular round and this particular magazine is not in my AR-15. It is not. Now, if I took my ass out into the forest, I'm out on the camping trip or some shit like that, then I just might have those in there. Because I want that penetration. I want that shit to go through some shit, might nick a tree or some shit like that and keep going, whatever the case may be. But that's one of the reasons why you have to know what it is that you're doing and what you're going to be using it for. And that's why I said I did what I did, because I thought about a lot of that stuff. Yes, I spent a lot of money on my AR-15 because it was my first one. I wanted to make sure I wasn't as well versed in repairing them and fixing them, taking them apart. And I wanted a quality machine that's going to work and ain't got to worry about that motherfucker not functioning. That's why I spent the money that I spent. That's why I got a piston driven instead of gas and that impingement. I got straight up piston. That motherfucker's going to it's going to do its thing. But with that being said, you have to consider those type of things when you're talking about home defense. You're talking about taking care of your house, making sure that your people and your loved ones are going to be safe. You have to really consider that. So that's why I'm the type of, I'm an AR pistol type of person. I'm not AR pistol, but an AR and having a handgun type of person. I keep a handgun on me in my home at all times. Because if I got this, I can definitely I can definitely take care of business. But if I do need to get my AR, it's not far. And I can get to it and I can really go to work. If I got 4 or 5 motherfuckers coming up in my crib, yeah, I want that AR-15. I do. I just do. But those are the things that you got to consider. You have to think about that kind of stuff. Because like he said, like Deluxe 24/7 said, I'm out in the forest, I'm out there and it's a fucking brown bear, some shit like that coming at me. That AR pistol is good, but when you're talking about needing something that's going to cover some distance, hey, you gonna need that AR-15, that short barrel, or you're gonna need that full size model so you can have that accuracy. With an AR pistol, you don't. You lose some of that, but you gain a lot of what do you call it? Shit. You can your close quarters combat. You have a very good tool because you can swing around corners, you can tuck and you can pull that motherfucker up. It's lighter and you can move around with it a lot faster than you can with a long ass rifle. So yes. Use your small gun to fight to get to your bigger gun. Exactly, Wolf Bear. Exactly. So if you're in the forest, sure, use everything. Exactly, yeah. But that's the difference. So I hope that answers your question. If you got any other questions, please hit me up. But y'all know I love doing that kind of stuff and making sure that I don't leave y'all hanging. Damn it, I ain't trying to do that. I don't leave y'all hanging when it comes to answering those type of questions because sometimes people just don't know. And that shit can matter. It can decide if a motherfucker make it or not. So that's why I try not to let those questions go without being answered because that shit really does matter to me. And yes, like I said before, you really do have to consider that that sound of an AR pistol. It is very, very, very loud. If you can, I know people go to the range and you guys should be going to the range, but if you can, take your ass to an outdoor range and shoot that gun outside. And take that ear protection off so you can really hear what it's like shooting it outside, how loud it is. Then imagine that sound being amplified, being in a bedroom or being in a living room or in the kitchen inside your house. Just saying. So, King Cardell said, I just heard about the bullets, the RIP bullets. Man, I think those are the most dangerous bullets. Here's the thing about those. It's bullshit, King Cardell, and here's why. A lot of people like those RIP bullets, but here's the problem with those RIP bullets. Those RIP bullets, they're bullets that are fragmented. They are copper, they're copper bullets, and they like fragments. So they got like a bunch of little shards like that. And when you fire that bullet, it goes out and those little shards come in. It's supposed to create a larger wound cavity and all that kind of stuff. It's supposed to shred your body, your insides up and all that. Here's the thing about that. You're talking about bullets, you're talking about weight and velocity. Velocity more so than anything else. You have those shred bullets or those RP bullets and those bullets get fired, hitting naked flesh, I get it. Hitting some leather or some denim or something like that, you may not get the penetration you're looking for because they are made out of copper. They are a lighter metal. So you may not get the penetration that you need to actually stop your target. You need velocity. You need that hit and that expansion of that bullet, not just a bunch of metal shards and thinking that that's going to stop somebody. So that's one of the things that I don't like about those bullets. I definitely looked into getting them, saw a lot of research about them, but I am not a fan of those pistols. I mean, of that ammo, because of what those bullets do. The bullets are a lighter grain. I think they're only something like a 96 grain compared to, standard like 9mm cartridges are usually at bare minimum 115 grain. Me personally, I carry 135 plus P. But I don't like the fact that they're such a lighter weighted bullet and that they fragment, and that's what they're supposed to do. But I wouldn't trust that when it comes to hitting a motherfucker with a leather coat on. Niggas got pellet coats on in Chicago. You hit a nigga with that pellet got that heavy leather. I want to know that my bullets are going to penetrate and they're going to definitely hit hard every single time. And having a 96 grain bullet, I get it, but I would rather have a heavier hitting, harder hitting, faster moving bullet than that RIP. So that's just my thing with those. So I would say look at the videos and check that out. Check out a lot of videos of it, and you'll see how that bullet functions, in jail and things like that. You know about them pellets, right? See what I mean, King? And when you just look at those bullets and look at how they function when it comes to hitting that jail, and think about that when it comes to flesh, and think about that. You always got to imagine that your person that you could potentially be in a shootout with got on, some denim or leather or something like that. Those things do matter when it comes to a bullet hitting a person. That penetration and that velocity and what that bullet is going to do, it matters when they have on that type of protective, well, not protective, but that type of clothing. So, yeah, but that's my 2 cents on that. Other than that, I hope you guys have a good night. I'm going to go ahead and get on up out of here. Peace, and I'm out.
To do 2 things. What are those 2 things? Subscribing to both my channels. I need you to go to The Relationship Rehab, subscribe to that channel, and then I need you to go to United Guns of America and go to that channel. Now you may be asking, why would I do that, Brian? Because it's 2 of the hottest channels on the internet. Come over there, give me your thoughts, give me your opinions, have conversations, because that's what it's all about. We talk about some of everything: politics, relationships, guns, law enforcement, community stuff. Anything that's happening, I'm willing to have a conversation about it. So come on over. You don't got nothing else to lose, and you ain't got nothing else to do. So come to my channel, subscribe ASAP, and join in on the fun. Twice the entertainment, 2 channels, twice the fun. Come on and have a funky good time with your boy. Peace, and I'm out.